Hello and welcome back to 10 Lessons in 10 Years. We're getting close to the end. This is lesson number 9. It's a lesson God particularly taught me. Yeah. He taught me to, share my story, share our story, share our testimony of the things that are working in our home. Most times when people share their testimonies or their stories, it's strange how others would feel like maybe they're showing off or they feel like they're better than others. But I believe that testimonies are meant to inspire us, and that's why even the scriptures were written. If you see things that happen to other people in the Bible, it just stirs up your faith. It makes you understand that God is not a partial God, that what he does for one, he does for all. You can also trust him to do for you what you have seen happen in other people's lives. And it's also an opportunity for you to learn from the lives of others. The scriptures tell us to follow those who through faith and patience have obtained the promise. Besides hearing the testimonies of other people, we have watched other people, had the opportunity to relate with other couples and seeing how they do life, how they've done marriage. Some we have spent maybe a few hours or a few days with them, however the opportunities came, but we always seize those opportunities to be able to learn from couples who have gone ahead of us. And so sharing my story, or sharing our marriage story, by God's grace that he has helped us, progress the way we have, it's just been a blessing. And it also keeps us on our toes. When we're getting married, we told God that we wanted our marriage to be a model for other people. We want people to see us and desire a godly home. And God has done this for us. It's been 10 years and the testimonies are spectacular. I feel so humbled and honored that God would use us in this way. So this is a lesson that I learned, to share our story. Okay, why? And sharing our story, I said earlier, keeps me on my toes, or keeps us on our toes, because we know that we have to keep living what we preach. If I'm telling people that my husband loves me like Christ loves the church, and and I submit to him as the church should submit to Christ, then I can't change it. I have to keep living like that. It's my life. So I cannot tell you a story that's not what's happening in my home. Okay, so it has really helped me to be a better wife to my husband. Yeah, so this is my side of the story. I'm sure if my husband is opportune to share his, you will hear a lot of things that he has learned as well. So if you're enjoying your home, you're experiencing something wonderful, even if it's one area of your relationship, feel free to share it with someone. You don't know who you'll be encouraging. Okay, feel free to share it with someone. Not everyone is maybe outspoken or always on social media. God gives all of us different instructions. So if you don't have to come to social media, YouTube, Facebook, everybody doesn't have to make videos and talk about their marriage. But in your community, in your circle, wherever you have influence, you should be able to share it. It's just like I have a relationship with God and I never tell anybody about him. I never preach the gospel of Christ Jesus. That's not correct. There's no way you experience something so beautiful and you won't be able to share it. So if you're enjoying your marriage, please share it, because the bad news seems to spread faster and wider than good news, because people are scared or skeptical about sharing their good stories. They want to say, oh, you're pretending, or you're feeling better than the other people. No. So this is my lesson number 9. I've been sharing God's goodness in my marriage, and it has really inspired other people. I've seen testimonies. I've seen how people began to also work on their relationships the way Ogem and I do. And it's just a blessing to see that many more of us are reflecting the image of God in our marriages. And I see marriage as an evangelism tool. The more we do this, the more we draw people to Christ. The more we help people see the love of God, like practically in our lives and in our homes. So if you're enjoying your marriage, please feel free to share it. Tell someone about it. You know, if your husband did something nice to you, affirm him. Let people know. Okay? If your wife is a good wife to you, tell it to as many people as scared to listen. Okay? It's good news, and we should be able to share good news without being afraid of what anyone will say. Okay? Yeah, so get talking, get sharing your story, just like I do share mine as well. I would really like to hear yours as well. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video for lesson number 10.